Today's video is sponsored by Powered Now. Powered Now is a job management software app designed to keep all of your paperwork and organisation in one place. Now, I have been using Powered Now for a little over a month and it's been absolutely fantastic. I have used many job management software apps in the past, like Tradeify and various other different bits and pieces, but one thing that drives me absolutely nuts with the other apps is the fact that I live in quite a rural area and signal for me is absolutely terrible. So when I go to do these quotes, I find that actually I end up writing things down on bits of paper anyway, because I can't get access to the stuff that I need through those apps. Now with Powered Now, they actually have an offline service, so no matter where you are in the world or whatever it is you're doing, you have no cell phone reception, you are able to gain access and save data that you need to input. So for me, that's an absolute game changer. Now Powered Now are giving you guys the chance to have your first months entirely free when you use the link in the description below with discount code Lee. Now, all that being said, I would like to thank Powered Now for sponsoring today's video. Let's get to work. Good morning. Now, I've got a little bit of explaining to do for videos. All the videos that I have filmed over the last month, I've come to edit them, and not a single one of those videos has any audio. Which is really bloody annoying. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give you a rundown on what we've done on the garden so far, and then there are some that I can use that I will just put some music to them, just from when we had the digger here, and I'll try and utilize as much as we possibly can. So what we have done in the garden, I'll start at this end. We ended up digging all this out and we put all the drains in back to the manhole for all our drainage in the garden. We've leveled the bottom part off and I've started doing the patio. So this area, that's as far as this is going. So this end just needs cutting off, neatening up, and then this area here is just going to be gravel, just so there's somewhere for Lucy to go. This end into the shed. Say good morning, Luce. Say good morning, Luli. Nope. This end, pipes are in the floor, and what we've got in the corner of the shed is the 4-inch we are going to be using for ducting. So that's going to take our ducting to the hot tub, so for drainage, cable runs, and our air that we need for it. That's going to house all that. So I've just put a 4-inch duct in there just so we can draw stuff through eventually. And the 2 waste pipes are to main drainage. One of those is going to be the drain for the hot tub, and the other one's going to be an overflow for the tank that we eventually put in the shed for our heating. So yeah, I mean, it's changed a lot since you last seen it. We've dug quite a lot of this out, and we've dug back on the far end, ready to do our walling and our fencing and bits and pieces in the future. But really, my main focus at the moment is to get this bottom part done, because as you can see, just from walking across this morning, it is absolutely filthy, and Lucy is dragging all this mud and dirt back in the house. So I just want to get the bottom part done so we can get it tidy, and then I can keep her off the top part, just so she's got somewhere to go and we're not dragging loads of rubbish through the house all the time. Say good morning, Steve.
Good morning, Steve.
Yeah, so these are the rest of our patio tiles. There's 4.5 ton in total of tiles, what we've had to shift into the back garden, which has been no fun whatsoever. We've currently got, I think we've taken out dirt wise about 30 ton, and then we've brought back so far, there's probably, I think there's about 12 ton in hardcore. So we've moved a lot. Our drainage, we're just running across the house at the moment, so this is where we're going. We've just got to finish off this side, come to this, tie in the waste pipe that's currently used for the washing machine on the other side of the wall that's in the kitchen. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Today's job, I want to get this part finished, tiled, and then we've been to James's this morning and I've borrowed his cable chaser because we're going to be putting wall lights in. So the way I'm going to do this is we're just going to put a chase in the top of the wall right the way around, so we've got a route for our cable run back to the shed. Then we've got our shed board is in here, so we've done this. It's got some plug sockets in for future stuff like pump and tank and various bits and pieces. So we're going to put lighting in for this, and then we'll be using kinetics, so kinetic switching for lighting, just because it's one less cable to run and the switches can go anywhere because they're completely waterproof, completely wireless, so we can put them at any point that we need. So we've literally just got to run one cable from the lights back to the shed, and it's just really simple and it's just less to go wrong in the future. So yeah, I think that's caught up a little bit of what we've been doing. I just want to have a good tidy up in here today, clear up some of this rubbish. Well, we've got rid of most of the rubbish, just maybe clear out some of these piles of stone. Josh is with us today, so that'll give him something to do. And yeah, me and Steve are gonna tackle this part of the patio, and then I just want to get all this cleaned because I want to get this grouted before the weekend, so I'll probably grout this tomorrow evening maybe, once this is all dried off and we can clean it off and various bits and pieces. So yeah, that's the plan, that's what we're going to do. It's going to be good, isn't it, Steve?
Yeah.
Right, enough of the waffling, because it's almost been 6 minutes now. Let's get to work. Steve's got all this chasing in now, all for the cable. It's gone right the way around. Nice tidy job. So each one of these cutouts now, we're just going to mount a back box in. So they're going to be wall lights. So they're going to be top of the wall, underneath the porcelain that overlaps, and then they'll be shining downwards. So there's quite a few. There's quite a few because just to get everything symmetrical between the steps. So to have the same distance here as the centre part of this wall. Josh has levelled out quite a lot at the top. It's done an awesome job. That's looking great. While they've been doing that, I've just dropped in a water pipe and just brought it up to the corner of the shed currently, just so we've then got a cold water supply coming in here. So that'll be our main fill for things like this. Yeah. I think Josh and Steve are going to start breaking this bit out, get rid of the rest of this. Love and life. So yeah, just going to have a clean down, tidy some things away. I'm probably just going to drop some cable in here. James has kindly supplied some that he pulled out. It's not very old, so we're just going to make use of that. So yeah, right, let's do some more, I suppose. Nice.
Yeah, nice.
Steve's got a mix on. We're just going to lay this part of the patio and just finish this area off. And that will probably finish us for the rest of the day then, just getting this down. Yeah, it's looking a bit tidier, a bit more levelled out at the top. Cleaned out quite a lot, got rid of the rest of the wall. That's all gone, all loaded in the trailer, ready to go. All our cable runs in for this wall, and I've routed a tiny bit of cable. I've just stopped it there for a minute, and then I'll add on to that in a little bit. So yeah, right, some mixing up some slurry primer for the tiles. We can start bedding some tiles down. That'll be nice. Right, got a little bit more done. Just got this section here in. There's 4 tiles currently missing because part of the wall at the bottom of this just need to chip a little bit of this off, just so we can get the tiles to come down flat, come down straight. So I've got to chip that off before we can put those tiles in, otherwise we're going to cut them too short. So that's the only reason they're missing at the minute, but obviously I've started putting those in now and I can't do it because they're wet and I can't walk on them. So that is all we're going to do today. So yeah, it's looking nice, it's looking really good. This area is pretty much all done now, apart from those 4. Just got to cut this off and then put the drains in, the rest of the drains in, tie the waste in for the wash machine, and then we can grout this. So I'll probably end up grouting this now at the weekend, just so it's done, finalised, and all the joints stop getting filled up with mud, because it's a bit of a nightmare if I'm honest. So yeah, it'd be nice just to get this bottom part done. So yeah, cool, right. Gonna do a little bit of work tomorrow. Just got a few odds and ends to patch up on, and then we're going to go back to the last bathroom, just because we're there, just so I can just film of how we left it and how it's finished, because obviously I lost the audio for it. So we're going to pop in there and I'm just going to go a quick run through of everything we've done, because yeah, we can. Anyway, right, see you in the morning.